Hello and thanks for taking a look at the gambling666.com video review of PokerStars. Today, of course, we're going to be reviewing PokerStars, and right now we are in the lobby. But before we go any further, I want to let you know that you could find any of the bonus details for the biggest deposit bonus possible. If you're a new player on PokerStars, just look right below this video and within the PokerStars review on gambling666.com, and you will find any other relevant information that you might need on PokerStars or for the bonus code. So check that out after you take a look at this video, and you'll be eligible for the biggest deposit bonus possible. So now, like I said, we're in the lobby of PokerStars, and you can see we're probably a bit past peak hours, but there's still at the top below the logo, you can see they have around 135,000 players at the moment. That would be because they are the largest site online. There's not a single website out there, a single poker site out there that's bigger than PokerStars. You're not going to find more games running of any sort. You're not going to better game selection, more options. There's nothing better, nothing better out there. So what PokerStars is known for and what they really push on their commercials is the tournaments, but that's not to take anything away from the cash games. The cash games certainly have tons and tons of players as well. So you can see right now we have it filtered just for the 25-50 cent tables that aren't full. And if you watch, I'll make it so that the full tables aren't there. And you can see just if you look at this as I'm scrolling down, these are only the 25-50 cent 6 max tables that are running right now. No limit, 6 max, 25-50 cent. And there's this many tables running, and that really narrow defined range of tables. So I'll remove the filter, and you'll be able to see just how many tables they do have if I let everything in. So start at 1 cent, 2 cent. You can see just how many tables they have running at every limit imaginable. There's even 6 tables running at 10-20. You're definitely not going to find that any other game, or any other site, I should say. So we'll filter by stakes here to make sure. So 1 cent, 2 cents where they start out at. Super low limits to start out. You're not going to be able to play with a much smaller bankroll on any other site than PokerStars. They let you, and the rake is very minimal, if non-existent, altogether. So they start at 1 cent, 2 cent, and they top out super high. It doesn't look like they're showing all the games, but they actually have games that go much higher than 25-50. I'm not sure exactly why it's not showing. They actually go up to 1,000, 2,000 PokerStars. So you can see all these tables. These are just heads-up tables, but there's 4 games running at 3-6. I showed you earlier there were 4 tables of 10-20 running. I believe this is all the heads-up. That's why it's out of whack there. There you can see the 200, 400 games. There's even a person waiting at 200, 400 heads-up to play. And they have a couple 100, 200 games that are actually running right now. 3 different 25-50 games that are running right now. So there's from the very lowest limits possible to the very highest limits possible online, you're going to find the games. They're not particularly known for their super high stakes games. They're definitely known for their mid stakes games, which are definitely filled to capacity right now. As you can see, all the 3-6 tables that other sites just wouldn't have any games running, and certainly not this many games running. So that's what it looks like in the cash games. We were in no limit hold'em, but they also have fixed limit, pot limit, or we were in no limit, pot limit, but they also have fixed limit. And then we go over to Omaha, both types of Omaha, of course. So that would cover the mainstream games, hold'em, Omaha, and Omaha high low. And then you go into stud, and then you see they have 3 different types of games there as well. Raz is a game that's not exclusive to PokerStars, but a lot of sites don't have Raz, so that's not something you're gonna be able to find on a whole lot of sites. And then PokerStars has a lot of games that other sites simply don't have. You can look at the different draw games that they have. You're not going to find them many other sites, if any other sites with any real players on them anyway. And Badoogie, that's virtually exclusive to PokerStars as well. And you can see that the games are actually running. They don't just have the lobby; they actually have people that are playing the games. So that's a rundown of the cash games area. I'm going to go over the tournaments, which is really the bright spot of PokerStars. So we're looking right now. You can see just how many tournaments are starting just in this hour alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's over 10 tournaments starting this hour alone. But then if you go into the sit and goes, you'll see that there's actually a bunch of multi-tables that are running too. So you might as well add those in with the tournaments that are running. You could literally play 20 some legitimate limit tournaments on PokerStars every single hour, non-stop, hour on hour. You're never going to run out of different tournaments to play. It's definitely a site that's popular worldwide, so there's games running at all different hours, all different times. So that's what the tournaments look like, and again, it's definitely what they're noted for. As well as the sit and goes. Sit and goes is definitely something else that they're noted for. We could see that they start at, I believe they start at $1. I'm not positive. I could filter. It's, okay, micro. When I filter, okay, they actually have 25 cents is where they start off at. Then they hop up to $1, and they top out at 500. So they actually do have $1,000 ones too, but that's going to be heads up primarily. So sit and goes tournaments are two of the things that PokerStars is definitely known for, but then the cash games are extremely popular too. But I would definitely say that the tournaments are what there would be the main draw to PokerStars. So we're gonna open up a table now and show you what they look like. There's actually a bunch of different options that you could go with the tables. You could change the themes up so that it looks different. I'll open up a table and show you what they look like. So that's a theme that I'm running right now. I'll change it to another one. It should be easy enough, and you'll be able to see the different themes. Should be able to do that. Here it is. This is a theme you probably recognize, or this is the theme that most people would recognize. There it is. So you can see it's easy enough to change the theme. I'm going to change it back. But you could also go with no avatars. You could block the image or avatar, as well as the chat of any particular player. There's a bunch of different options that you have. On PokerStars, you could actually go ahead and call a moderator. That's if you want to do a chop in a tournament, or if you have a question, or you want to report someone, or something along those lines. So the interface is definitely popular amongst people that multi-table a lot because it's just really clean and easy to use. It's been around forever. So that's what the tables look like. You can see the gameplay right now as it's happening. The last thing I want to talk about is the player reward programs on PokerStars. You can see right now VIP status. Your status as a player is going to be determined by essentially how much rake you're paying in, but it's technically determined by how many FPPs, frequent player points, and VPPs, VIP player points that you're earning. You start off as like a bronze star, and you move up to silver star, then you can get up to supernova and supernova elite, and then with each of those levels, you'll be entitled to cash bonuses within the cashier itself. So as you move up, you'll be getting bigger and bigger bonuses. Supernova elites, it's over $100,000, over $200,000, I believe. Of course, that would be very hard to reach, but the super high volume players definitely get tons of cashback rewards, and the fact that you get cash as opposed to just items in the store is something that a lot of the other poker sites just don't do. Now you could also use your points in the store as well. It's not like your only option will go to the store right now. I can show you. See, there's an FPP balance which could be used for all these different things, but then you could also go down here and use it for cash. The $10 ones are in there sometimes as well. It'll depend on your status and when that changes. But after that, they have 50, and you can see all the bigger rewards. 4,000. They don't even have the Supernova one listed. I believe it's automatic, but I believe it's 200 and some thousand. I'm not positive, but I believe it's around there, or at least it equates to that. So you'll get all kinds of cashback rewards and different things like that, and you'll constantly be getting cash bonuses that are automatically credited to your account. And so it's the biggest site around. Most would say that it's the best site around. The most game selection, the best software, the support's great. The support literally will answer questions really quickly. They have e-checks for deposits, so deposits are super easy. That's something that a lot of sites can't say either. And then after your first deposit, you'll be able to make bigger deposits faster, multiple times a day. You don't have to wait for them to clear after your first one. So everything about PokerStars makes it a great choice. If you want to check out the other reviews, take a look around. If you want to get your deposit bonus, check out the bonus marketing code for PokerStars right on gambling666.com. Thanks for taking a look.